But before I get to indulge you on this conversation today, we have a question for you. And the question we are asking you today is, I know we asked something close to this yesterday, but we are asking you, if you locked eyes with someone across the room and felt something intense, what would you do next? If you locked eyes with someone across the room and felt something intense, what would you do next? And I feel like probably today, I might just divulge some information that is personal. So keep it right here, NTV Kenya, on all our social media platforms. And you can WhatsApp us as well. You can call us. Our lines are open. So the question we're looking at generally today is, when that spark happens, what really goes on after that? And can it turn into something substantial? Or is it just one of those things that wears off? And last week there was a question that was asked that we didn't get to really dig deep into. When that spark happens, and it doesn't probably happen once in a lifetime, probably experience it over and over again. The question I have today, and I noted it down because last week atukufika hapo. The question was, is it possible when we feel that instant chemistry? We called it many names. Kuna dopamine, kuna bofatapa litufunza. But are we actually repeating patterns? You know, not finding just new love, but, you know, familiarity. Familiar pain, familiar something, familiar. Do we think that that is what happens when you constantly look at people and there's something that is attractive about them?
Different people?
Yeah, because you don't, so it's when you, let me paraphrase this. It's not the first time that probably you feel an attraction when you see someone.
Yeah.
So when you look at that trend, are we falling in love with the same person, or are we falling in love with something? What is happening there?
Can I say something?
Yes, please.
I think is feelings that have gone amok. Because you cannot, you know, if it is with one person, then there is an excuse. Maybe there's something about that person that has been so intense in you, and the feelings are so intense, and the chemical reaction is just attracted to that person. But if you keep feeling the same with other people, I think you need to go for checkup and mostly see a therapist.
So I'm not even sharing story at the end.
That's what I feel. Maybe the psychologists feel different. But you can't feel the same with everybody.
Yeah, like that is the probably how they smell, how they look, like you have a type. Kwanza jawline yao ikikaya Idris Elba. Unajua Idris Elba?
Yeah. But you have to have self-control.
Yes.
You know, okay, maybe I'm not putting it well into perspective. But I feel, yes, you can't control that love at first sight.
Yes.
And we said it in many ways, and I think Moffat also explained it, and Dr. Taj.
Yes.
But what I want to say is that if it is once off, then you pay attention.
Okay.
You pay attention to it. But if it happens that you are attracted to certain people who behave in a certain way, or speak certain words, or they address you in a certain way, or they look at you, Mwikali, so to speak, the way you are beautiful, people keep looking at you, then you dismiss that.
Okay.
It's not something to really pay attention to. And you have to have self-control and know there's something they're attracted to, but I'm not willing to give attention to it.
Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic. Any other take?
I think let me say something, and I like that she's used that word later on. Let's call it what it is. Attraction at first sight.
Aha. Okay.
Let's not call it love at first sight. Attraction at first sight. Okay. And I'm sure Moffat talked about the chemicals. That's what causes those attraction at first sight. But you did bring something interesting where you're saying, what if you keep having love at first sight for the same person? I mean, for different people.
Yes.
And I want to introduce the concept whereby people actually love love. People love love.
Yeah.
They like the feeling that they get when they're in love. they get the feeling they get when they are attracted to someone. And if you're not careful, you can keep chasing that feeling because it's exhilarating. Like, think about it, Mwikali. The first 3 months that you're into someone, you know, you're feeling, you actually look brighter, you actually look more attractive, you actually feel good, you feel like you're on top of the world because of the dopamine, the serotonin, like those chemicals are in play in you and they keep you feeling good. Guess what? You're gonna keep chasing that feeling. Okay. And there are people who are actually chasing that feeling. Like, I feel like my love with this person has fizzled out. I feel like it's wearing out. I want something more exciting, more intoxicating. So you know what? You go try and fall in love with someone else. You notice someone else in the corner, they're attractive, the eye contact, you know, the exhilaration, the sexual attraction. And it keeps you wanting to just, you know, chase after different people. Yes. But when it fizzles out, you are like, I'm out of love with this person. I'm out of attraction with this person because you're looking for that same dose, that same fix, that same exhilaration. It's a high. Falling in love with love is a high. And there are people who are breaking very good relationships because they want that high. Yeah. It's very intoxicating. You know, after you've stayed with someone 6 months, 1 year, that one is building something. Yeah. You're actually making a conscious decision to be in that relationship. You're making a conscious decision to invest in that, but there's no that, you know. Yeah. And so when you go somewhere else and there's this person giving you that feeling, the feeling, they're looking at you and you're feeling desired and you're feeling, you know, because maybe the other relationship you've become complacent. Guess what? You're gonna want to chase after that, after that high. Yeah. So it's the high that keeps people wanting to.
Okay.
Yeah.